Driver 38 knives. Appreciate you clicking in and taking a look. This week we got a really nice knife. It's a 1988, what collectors call a RailSplitter. Very elusive knife, very sought after, hard to find. We'll be looking at it up close and tabletop setting in just a second. First, I want to give a shout out to Bubba's EDC. We did a sticker swap, and he's got a great collection, does lives every now and then. Y'all go check him out. Okay, let's get to look at this knife. All right, this right here is a 1988 case RailSplitter, what most collectors call this pattern, and another name for it is a torpedo, but it's mostly known as a RailSplitter jack. It's a pattern 99.5 is the pattern number on it. It is a big knife, a hefty knife. It's 4 1/8, same size as a trapper, but much wider. Has olive green bone handles, and they're jigged in whatever jigging they called in the 70s and 80s. 70s and 80s knives had this kind of jigging on them. Let's take a close look. Very nice color variations there. Really like that. Case came out with a family a couple years ago, antique bone, jigged antique bone, and it looks extremely similar to this one. It has 4 brass pins. It has a shield here. It's raised, the case is raised, and the rim is raised. This shield was a special run shield. It was only used on a few limited series knives in the late 80s. And that's another unique feature about this knife. It has a unique shield on it. Wasn't used very much at all. Okay, this is a single blade RailSplitter, which is extremely rare. Got pretty good centering there, but a single blade RailSplitter is like seeing a unicorn, Loch Ness monster, and Bigfoot all in the same day. That's how rare this is. Okay, let's pull this blade. It has a big clip, and the clip is more on the design of the clip on a 75 Stockman. Has a half stop. Right here's the tang stamp. Has the 80s lightning S's is what these are normally called. The S's will be in a lightning bolt shape. That designates the 80s. It's a 2 dot, so it is going to be a 1988. Okay, let's flip it over and check the pattern number. It's going to be a 66 199.5. SS stands for stand for Super Sport, stands for stainless steel. The half designates that it is a clip main blade. So that tells me that sometime in the past, maybe the 60s or 70s, the RailSplitter was made with another blade, possibly a spear blade, if I had to guess. Okay. Has half stops like we said. Let's open the blade completely. Let's get a good look at it with blade open. It is a big, fairly good size, hefty knife. It is same length as a trapper like we said, but it is not as wide. Matter of fact, I have a trapper here, so let's just go ahead and look at it. Frame's pretty much the same length, but as you can see, it's wider on this end and just a little bit wider on that end. The bolsters are larger. Thickness, the single blade is going to be thinner. Now the two blades probably going to be about close to the same. And of course we know that trappers have this kind of a clip, more of a skin-in clip, and they do not have half stops. So this baby right here has got the size, the heft, the 75 clip, and half stops. It's got everything I'm looking for in a knife. Very well pleased with it. Let's check this edge out real quick. Got a nice edge, been well taken care of. While we're doing that, let's cut something. Let's see if it'll cut this poker card here. Very well. Has a half stop on the close. Did you hear that snap? That's a 70s and 80s snap. Yeah, I like that. Okay. This knife was discontinued in the 70s. Stopped making them in their line. And this one is from a small special run that was made in '88. I assume that's why it was a single blade and a special shield. But as far as getting them straight out of the line, they stopped that in the 70s. So you can't go to the store or order another knife like this. The only way you'll get one is to get it from another collector. And that leads me up to where I got this knife. If you get eyes on one of these, a 99.5 case RailSplitter, don't pass it up. If you get eyes on one, you better get it, because they're that scarce. And that's what happened to me. I got this knife on a trade with Terry's Knives, Terry of My Ordinary Life with Terry. Excuse me, he's changed the name of his channel. We talked and worked up a trade, and I gave him multiple items, and he gave me multiple items, and not all was knives. He gave me some stuff that I be digging, and I really like it. And it was an even trade, I think, because you know, you add up the value in your mind of what so-and-so costs, and it was an even trade, I think. I'm happy with it, and he's happy with it too. And prior to this knife was at one time owned by Kalen at Gunslinger Cow. So I'm very happy and very honored and happy to have a knife that was owned by both of those gentlemen at one time, and now it's at my home. But anyway, I thank y'all for looking at this wonderful knife. It is one for the ages, and if you see one, you better jump on it. If you like this video, give me a like and comment and subscribe. See y'all.